Hello beautiful people, it's Lilah here from Cape Town, South Africa. I'm a healer and today's video is the second in my monthly series of energy updates which I was called to offer. I offered my viewers a poll and I said, what kind of videos do you want to watch? And the majority of you said energy updates and also personal sharings. So I have this series, the monthly energy updates, and I've started a new series called Lilah Love Bites from Lilah, which is really at the moment about the soul, but anything and everything goes. So what you see is what you get with me. I'm deeply authentic. I will only show you who I am. I'm not going to put any fancies or anything like that, which is why today my hair is a bit wild because it's a windy day in Cape Town. But I am here and I am going to share with you some of the insights that I have received from my guides and my guidance over the last couple of days as I have tuned into what October holds for us. Now, I'm not an astrologer, but many of you will know that Mercury retrograde is happening. I don't really find that interferes with me too much. I also have the opinion, and it's my opinion, that what you believe in really counts. So if you believe that Mercury retrograde is going to bring all kinds of crashes and IT technological problems, it probably will. So having said that, crossing fingers that this video records properly, but it is important to examine what you believe in, since that sometimes can hold power. Well, sometimes it does hold power over us, but it can also bring us power if it's a positive belief. What does October bring? There are a couple of words that my guides brought in terms of the focus for October, and so I will share those three words and then I'll explain a bit more around them. The three words for October were perspective, focus, and patience. Now, perspective is quite a big one at the moment, right? Because with the splitting, with the duality that is becoming more and more obvious in our society, in our communities, and sadly even in our families, where people with perhaps originally a cohesive unit are now separating with different values, different beliefs. At this point in time, we are being asked to respect even if we don't understand. So if your belief is so very divergent to another's, by all means have a compassionate conversation about it. But any fighting, arguing, any kind of, oh, you're stupid to believe that, or why are you believing that, in terms of an attacking way, or overly defending yourself and yours, is not necessarily going to be conducive to keeping the harmony and bringing in peace. Now, in terms of perspective, which is the theme, one of the themes my guide showed me for October, there is a need to come into the heart. If you've watched some of my videos, you'll know that the heart field is a very important field for me, and I term it the all-seeing eye. It is the place from which I work when I see the soul fields of my clients and the soul fields of those around them. So it is, in fact, a very deep place of seeing. What this means is that if you can come into a situation, not necessarily with your mind and your mental attitude, your psyche and your ego, but more coming in from a place of the heart, compassionately, respectfully, non-judgmentally, you will be able to see more clearly what is actually going on behind the scenes. Because quite often a person may have a state of mind or have an opinion that is based not only on their experiences, but on their family belief system, on their family's belief system, on ancestral belief systems. And so if you can hold compassion and clarity of the heart, or work from the heart, you can see things clearly and you can see beyond that face value. It's an aspect of my work that I hold deeply sacred because it allows me to see beyond the psyche, beyond the ego, beyond the personality, to see what is the truth, what is the seed of this. So in October, while things get shaken up a bit more, while perceptions vary widely and massively and a lot of divergence is created, like I said, even within those close family units, you are being asked to hold clarity of vision from the heart center with compassion and respect. Examine your perspective, hold the other person's perspective in respect, with respect, and just really feel into what it means to use the heart as a mechanism of seeing the situation. Because we all have our divergent beliefs and values, and we are all unique in some way, and it's this uniqueness that we need to hold while also acting as a community. So examine your perspective, excuse me, understand, and if you don't understand, respect the perspective of another person, and seek to gain greater clarity on that by holding a place in the center of your heart. Be centered, be mindful. So that's one of the big themes, and I reckon it's probably going to continue, but for now the guide said this is a theme for October. The second theme that came through is focus. Now this is quite an interesting one, because I have always said that we are God's greatest experiment in distraction, right? So focus has always been something that I've kind of needed to maintain to a certain extent, because a lot goes on in this field of mine, so sometimes I am easily distracted with lots of other ideas. But for October, this feels very, very pertinent, in that you can imagine that if you're in a misty environment, or an environment where you can't see clearly, which is where the perspective and clarity of heart comes in, right? Is that you need to focus even more on what are the steps you need to be taking. So we can easily be distracted from all the things we think other people need to change or to shift, and then be very distracted from those steps we need to take. So in order to find your way through this misty, bit murky, unclear situation energetically, is to maintain focus. Because that way, you're piercing your way through the darkness. You're only aligned to that which you need to see, and not everything else that kind of distracts you that you need to worry yourself about. And so from that perspective, I can also say, ask yourself the question, this thing that has got me itching, thinking, that is riling me up, that is getting me frustrated, is it mine? And even if it was mine, can I do anything about it, or do I just need to let it ride its course? We are being asked to focus on your path, on your truth, on your authenticity, without being distracted or without being engaging in others where you don't need to engage. Because that's also a truth, right? We sometimes feel we have to engage, we have to make them believe, we have to help them change their minds. We don't really have a right to do that, because the universal law of non-interference means we retain integrity within our energy field, within our soul field, within our field of consciousness. And we don't have any right to interfere with another. So that's an important thing. Focus to drive your way through this murky situation. Focus in order not to be distracted by things you don't need to be distracted by. And retain that perspective and clarity of vision to know that what are those steps that I need to take to keep me aligned to my path, to keep me aligned to what it is that I'm being asked to work with, and my personal development and spiritual path going forward. So that's the second one that my guides offered me. And the third one, well, you're all going to love this, because there are a lot of people in the spiritual community that battle with this, because we are coming with a certain level of instant gratification. Now, I am blessed to have this, which I discovered when I had 3 children under the age of 2, and that is patience, right? I have a lot of patience. Some people don't have a lot of patience, and especially when you want to heal and you want to move and you want to shift this, like, I'm done with that now, I thought I'd learned my lesson, I thought I was over it. Patience, patience, patience. Because we are going through a spiraling, right, where things within your field are circling back for greater attention, are circling back just to say, is there more healing required here? Are circling back for you to take notice of, because we're going into a deeper and deeper cleansing, a deeper and deeper clearing of our soul field and all the miasms that are sticking there and need sorting out. So be patient and gentle with yourself. Things are moving. The divine energies coming in want us to evolve, want us to find peace. And perhaps that's something I wanted to share now in this video. I hear many people say, oh, the energies are so intense. I can't do this, and I feel like this is heavy. And let's change that perspective. Let's change that perspective to really acknowledging that the energies coming in from the cosmic universe, from the Great Mother, from the source of all life, are intending for our healing and highest good. And whilst, yes, that light coming in, the healing energy coming in, might be shaking things up for us, making us feel like, oh my gosh, this is what I need to work with, this is what I need to be aware of, oh, I thought I'd healed that. If you can stay in a state of gratitude, of saying, well, thank you. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Thank you for bringing that to my awareness. And then acknowledging that as a human, there is only so much you can do. But as a soul, if you really work with that element of yourself, there are massive leaps and bounds that you can take. But it needs to be done in a patient way. It needs to be done, yes, proactively, so you are doing things. But for also to really appreciate, you said I want to do a spiral, because that's really what I'm seeing now, is a beautiful golden spiral. The golden spiral of the healing energies of the Divine Mother, the Divine Creator, God, Goddess, coming in and clearing your field. That is happening naturally. So the anxiety, the frustration, they're like, want it done now, impedes in a way the natural flow of that divine energy coming in that is healing, bringing us into a state of balance and bringing us into a state of harmony. So when you feel frustrated or impatient, just imagine this golden spiral of energy that's coming in a loving way, in an enlightening way, in a healing way. And if you feel that you could benefit from a session with me, please contact me. My ability is such that I see you, but I see that aspect of you that is unseen, the soul field, your field of consciousness, in order to help you be more aware of what it is that you might need to understand, but also to offer healing, because that's who I am. I am a healer. So I'm here to assist you in whatever way you feel you might need me. So I think that's that for now. I'm going to keep these videos short and sweet, just to bring in those three things. So as a reminder, the 3 words for October are perspective, gain clarity from working from the heart, examine your perspective, respect the other. Second is focus. This is the time for you to focus, not be distracted by anyone else, not engaging in anyone else's stuff if you don't need to, because the focus is going to keep you clear-sighted, taking your steps along your path and moving through like a hot knife through butter, through this time of change more smoothly. And then the third one is patience. Understand the energies coming in are healing. Understand there is a process taking place. And it is not just to sit back and do nothing, it's to be proactive, but in a way that you balance that out with letting whatever healing has taken place assimilate before you go into the next level. So I hope you find this useful. I welcome your comments and input. If you feel you want to connect with me more, please have a look underneath at my links. I have an online community of people all around the globe. It's not huge. I like to keep it small so that I can engage, where I offer moon cycle meditations and I offer sometimes free readings. We have Q&A sessions. It's called the Community of the White Rose, and it is only €9, which I think is around $11 a month. And yes, engage with me. I'm here to be of service, to share with you, and I really, really appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification button, and share if you feel it was useful. So I wish you a most blessed October as you move away from Mercury retrograde, I think after the first week or so. And I will be back in November to share another energy update. And as always, from my heart to yours and from my home to yours, I send you love and blessings. Take care, and take care and take care some more. Bye for now.